Yes, guys and girls, we're back with another football impact video for this one. And well, what can I sort of the headlines to call this week? Salah ICARDI and Ronaldo should play Fortnite because they both scored 4 goals. Yeah, Fortnite. Yeah, I don't know. I thought they made clan and called for. I don't know. It's sort of something that came up in my head. But anyway, let's see what happened this week in the Premier League. And with only 4 games in the Premier League because of the FA Cup quarter-finals, Liverpool played Watford, and single-handedly Watford got salad, pretty much, because Mohamed Salah scored 4 goals. He has been the best player in the Premier League this season. Don't tell Man City fans have said that. They may say Kevin De Bruyne, people will say how they are maybe. But for me, he's been a revelation this season. He's come into the Premier League and single-handedly he's up to a duck to water. He's been scoring goals, making goals, and he's even got his own fucking song. So what more can you say about Mohamed Salah? It's not really been said. But yeah, Watford have just got beaten by a world-class team and a world-class player. This is a big win for Liverpool, which I think now puts them into 3rd, only 2 points behind Manchester United. So, and they also played Man City in the Champions League quarter-finals, so they're definitely going in a really good rate of form now. And you probably say they're maybe just favourites to beat City because they beat City this season, the only team in the Premier League to do so. So we're really looking forward to see that game. But Salah, for me, is just world freaking class. Watford, they're already safe for another season. Maybe you need a couple of points just to be just to make sure that mathematical to be safe, if I can say that word. And yeah, just been beaten by a world-class team and a world-class player. West Brom are now, for me, put the nail on the coffin, you could say. They're, for me, ready down. I know not officially relegated, but they are. They got beat 2-1 by Bournemouth. They were leading this game, just like they did last week against Leicester. And Rondon scored the goal, just like they did against Leicester. But Alan Pardew thought it was a good idea to take off an injured player, which is okay. He may have felt unwell. You take off your best defender in Johnny Evans, and you bring on a striker. Like, what the actual fuck? Now, this is the reason why this guy is tactically inept of managing the Premier League, because you don't take your centre back off when you're 1-0 up, and you bring on a striker. Like, you're trying to get a draw would be a decent result. I know we need to win games, but they need to get a little confidence in the team. You bring on our centre back, or you bring on at least a defensive midfielder to share it up. No, he went to put a striker on, and 2 minutes later they scored the goal from shocking defending I've ever seen it this season from West Brom. Then a great free kick from Stanislas puts in the, you say top corner, but you could say Bill Foster should have done better. But Alan Pardew, for me, is single-handedly not good enough as a manager. He's failed at every club he's been at, like I said last episode. I don't think he's good enough to be managing the Premier League anymore. And yeah, West Brom, you've just been Pardewed big time. As for Bournemouth, that win probably is keeping them in the Premier League for another season. Crystal Palace win a game. They beat Huddersfield 2-0, and with Wilfred Zaha on the team, you can just say you're definitely going to stay up. Every time Wilfred Zaha are not playing for Palace, they don't score a goal and they don't pick up any points. So you can totally see him being in the team is totally different. He was, for me, man of the match against. I know he didn't score the game against Huddersfield. Huddersfield couldn't deal with him. He couldn't deal with his pace, his quality, and his little bit of delivery in the box. He may need to work on his finishing with Zaha, but he's definitely a top player who I think will be in a big club in the summer. As for Huddersfield, that's definitely not what you need when you've got 2 big games. When you lost last week and you lost this week, and then you play Newcastle after an international break. So that game is huge for you guys. If you lose that match, it's looking precarious for you. It's big time in the relegation dogfight. As for Palace, who are now out of the relegation zone, who puts Southampton in the relegation zone, who have a new manager in Mark Hughes. So let's see if they can build some momentum, Crystal Palace, because they have tough fixtures coming up. If they can sort of stay in it with a point or two, maybe a point or two in it, then they could stay up. As for Huddersfield, they probably need to get a win as soon as possible, because they'll be curious now. And last game is Stoke City. I just think, for me, they look like it's just a matter of time. They lose 2-1 to Everton, and they were leading this game. They had a man sent off in Charlie Adam. Was it the right decision? Yes, it probably was. I don't know why he's going in for a slide tackle in the snow. You know what's going to happen. Everton took the lead thanks to touchdown. He's really stepping up right now. There's speculation he may go back to Turkey. That's dead in the water. He's now scored. He scored 2 goals in this game. He scored in the first goal, which was a really nice finish, even though it was just in the right position. The second goal was a really good goal from him as well, really downward header from Theo Walcott's cross. Yes, Stoke did get a goal back, even though Choupo-Moting scored while he came on and got injured while he came on. So weird way of scoring a goal and then you get injured. But anyway, Stoke, I don't feel like Stoke. No, lost against. They also lost on Monday against Manchester City, but everybody's losing Man City this season apart from Liverpool. But I just feel that Stoke, I just feel like, can they stay up? Where's the wins going to come from? Who's going to score the goals for them? If Choupo-Moting's injured, Juve is now injured, who's going to be the guy scoring? Shaqiri, for me, is a hot and cold player. He's a maverick player. He can screw something out of nothing, while the next game doesn't do anything, just like this game. So for me, I don't see Stoke staying up, but I could be wrong, but it's going to be really difficult for them. But we'll wait and see that one. Everton, 40 points. They're safe for another season. And Big Sam, will he take a job next season? Will he be in a job next season at Everton? Wait and see on that one. So guys, let's have a little peek at the Premier League table where Man City, players none of the teams played this week because of the FA Cup. So City are still tops, Man United is still second, Liverpool now move up to third, Tottenham fourth, Chelsea fifth, Arsenal sixth, Burnley, Leicester stay as they are. Everton are up to 9th, Bournemouth are now in the top 10. At the bottom it is Watford, Brighton, Newcastle, Swansea didn't play this weekend. Huddersfield and Palace stay as they are, but Palace are only a point behind Swansea. Southampton are in the bottom 3, West Ham are now down to 17th. Stoke stay as they are, and West Brom, who are 10 points behind. 10 points get themselves out of the relegation zone, but just to get 10 points out of the relegation zone with 7 to go, no chance of staying up. So that's 4 wins you need from the last 7, and you're free. You probably need to win 6 or your last 7 matches to stay up. It ain't happening. You guys are down. So let's see what happened this week in the Bundesliga. And in the Bundesliga, Bayern Munich finally lost a match. That's right, they lose their first match. It seems like a decade, really, or seems like a year, because they single-handedly ripped that league apart. But give credit to Leipzig, who beat them, who have a massive win for them to boost their confidence, and especially Timo Werner, who has been really iffy this season. There's been many speculation he's not going to be there next season. He looks like he's going to go to Borussia Dortmund, or maybe even Liverpool, who's been knocking on the door for him as well. But he stepped up in this game when he got the bench. He's a way better. I don't know why he doesn't start for them, because he's a way better player. For Leipzig, for me, he's the main man of the team. I know you got Keita, I know you got Forsberg, but he's the guy who scores the goals. So he stepped up and scored, but yes, Bayern Munich did take the lead in this game, thanks to Wagner, the guy they signed from Hoffenheim in the January transfer window. But give credit to Leipzig, they got back in the game, and then, like I said, Timo Werner scored the winner. Big win for them, and they're pushed to get Champions League football next season, or even European football next season, because there's taking a little drift between them and the top 6. As for Bayern, we all know they've won the Bundesliga title. They only need 3 more wins to win the Bundesliga title. And pretty much the Champions League places, it's going to be interesting for them. They have you should say, a routine win against Sevilla, even though Man United were shite against Sevilla with 2 legs. Don't ask me, I don't want to talk about Man United in this game, in this Football Impact episode, because they've been rubbish against Sevilla. Sevilla are not a good team. So you expect Bayern to wipe the floor with them in the Champions League quarter-finals again to the semis, or maybe win the goddamn competition with Henkes, who did last time he was manager, we won the treble. Leipzig, good win for them to get them fight, to just give them a little crawl, a little, what's the word I'm looking for? A little bit of breathing, try and get close to the top 4 places. Schalke, who stay second with their 1-0 win against Wolfsburg, and for me, Schalke are now starting to get some momentum going now. They won last weekend by a 1-goal margin. They won this weekend by a 1-goal margin. So they're now starting to feel like, you know what? If we just keep winning, now the end of the season, I think, well, they should finish 3rd or 2nd this season. I think they got the players to do so. I don't think they have a squad, but they have a decent team. Wolfsburg, looking curious for you guys, because I think right now you're only goal difference from being a relegation playoff, and you need to find results soon enough, or you're going to be back in that relegation playoff just like you were last season. Dortmund do it the old-fashioned way, and they win 1-0 against Hanover thanks to Bishi Bashiwari, batsman who's been single-handedly a revelation since he's been at Borussia Dortmund. And he has now scored 23 goals since he in all competitions from Chelsea and Dortmund. I think he's now scored 10 goals for Dortmund this season, which is ridiculous to say the least when you go up in January. And Dortmund fans want him signed, and Dortmund want him to be the main guy for them right now and sign him next season. I see that happening. Dortmund have the money. He wants to stay at Dortmund. So why would you want to leave? If I was Bashir, I would sign my new contract Dortmund now. Chelsea don't want you, but there's always been a little hope you make it back to Chelsea. I don't know you will, but he stepped up in this game. He scored an absolutely beautiful goal from a corner, from Schürrle's corner. He's been sensational since he's been at Dortmund. Schürrle's definitely upped his game as well, maybe because he's not trying to get in the World Cup team for Germany. A couple of players who had a good game as well in this game. I thought the goalkeeper for Dortmund, I always pronounce his name wrong, but I thought he had an okay game as well. But Dortmund, I expect them to finish second or maybe even third this season because they're now starting to get momentum. But their form has been iffy in the last few months. But if they keep on a level playing field and start winning games more, they should finish. Frankfurt, who have been a surprise package in the Champions League places this season, thrashed Mainz on Friday and comfortably won that game. And for me, they are definitely top 4 contenders. I said if they finish 5th this season, which you expect them to do because I think Leverkusen probably too much for them. But, Leverkusen lost this weekend. They are right now on the top 4. So you probably have to give them right now, if they go on an unbelievable run from now to the end of the season, which I think only 7 games they played from now to the end of the season. So they're definitely, right now, odds bet to get top last Champions League spot ahead of Leverkusen, who, like I said, lost this weekend against rock bottom Cologne, which was a shock. But give credit to Cologne, they were excellent from the first to last minute. They scored their first goal. Yes, Leverkusen got a man sent off stupidly. I don't know why you would just literally get a player. I don't understand why you would make a fuss about something that's nothing really, and that's what Leverkusen player did. He got sent off, rightly so, because he's an idiot. And then Cologne, second half, stepped up, second goal, and thoroughly deserved the win, which gives them a little glimmer of hope. The light they see. We can see some light at the end of the tunnel for them, but it's a big tunnel because the gap's 5 points. But they never say never. If they can pick some wins up from now to the end of the season, they definitely can, because right now Mainz and Wolfsburg are not in good form. Mainz look horrific against Frankfurt, and don't ask much about Wolfsburg because they're even worse. But it gives them a chance to at least stay up the season. Alright guys, let's have a look at the Bundesliga table where Bayern Munich top 66 points. Then Schalke, Dortmund, stay as they are. Frankfurt now go above Leverkusen on the table. Then Leipzig, Hohenhofer, Stuttgart move to 8th. What a remarkable run there on the minute. Then it's Gladbach and Augsburg on the bottom. It's Hertha Berlin. Werder Bremen, and we got 2 wins in a row. And look, safe for our season. They only need 2 points to be in the top half. Amazing what you can do with a couple wins. Hanover are now down to 13th. Then it's Freiburg, Wolfsburg, Mainz, Cologne, and Hamburg are rock bottom and are definitely going to be in the 2nd division of German football next season. So right guys, let's have a look at what happened this week in La Liga. Barcelona, who beat Chelsea in the Champions League comfortably, really, you could say. They went through in the Champions League with a 4-1 win. They won 3-0 at the Camp Nou. Messi is the GOAT, who's now scored over 100 Champions League goals. He scored today in this game against Atletico Bilbao in a really nice finish, you could say. The first goal from Pablo Ascar was a really good goal. Good ball from Jordi Alba, who's definitely stepped up this season. Last season, you explain, he hasn't been doing it. This season, he's stepped up. He's been scoring the goals. He's got a lot of assists this season, maybe because him and Messi got a good partnership. But he put in Pablo Ascar. He scored the first goal. Atletico Bilbao, it's just a bad season for you guys. You guys have single-handedly not been good enough this season. And for your team like you, even you got knocked down in Europa League by Marseille, quite comfortably really, he's having a bad season and it doesn't look good for you. And maybe next season, if you sell Arif, who's single-handedly is the only reason why you can score goals this season, you could be in the relegation zone fighting for it next year maybe. But as for Barcelona, another win for them. They're still unbeaten, and I keep saying it, is the Clásico going to define Barcelona's invincible sort of season in La Liga? It could be. It could be. Atletico Madrid lose to Villarreal in what was a weird match to watch. Villarreal, who were 1-0 down thanks to Griezmann's penalty, Yes, it was a penalty. People was agree. Griezmann made too much of it. It was a penalty. It's a really nice finish, really good penalty from Griezmann. But then again, it all changed. They had chances upon chances, Atletico Madrid, to get the second goal. They didn't get the second goal. In the second half, 10 minutes to go, when they won that up, they took Griezmann off and brought on Kevin fucking Gamero. Why would you bring on Kevin Gamero? What does that dude do on a football pitch? If anybody who ever says that Kevin Gamero is the OMG Footballer of the Year, go get your head checked, because he's not. He's rubbish. He doesn't do anything on the pitch. My fucking man could do better on a football pitch than Kevin Gamero. He's rubbish. He's useless. He doesn't do anything. But anyway, they took him off. He should have took fucking Kevin Gamero off. They took Griezmann off to bring on Kevin Gamero. Single-handed him, fuck all, in the pitch. And Fernando Torres did more than him on the pitch. So Villarreal made some tactical changes as well. They brought on a young Turkish player. I'm not even going to do his name because I probably butcher him. But he came on, scored two very nice, unique goals, very good finishes. The first goal, he just in the right place, the right time to put the ball in net. And the second goal was a phenomenal. I think the first goal was a good header. The second goal was, I don't know. But one of the goals was a really nice finish from a header. The second goal was a routine goal, really. So massive win for Villarreal in their fight with Sevilla and Granola for those, and even Real Betis for the Europa League 5th spot. Top 4, I think you said, is either definitely, because I think they're 11 points or something behind them, so it's not going to happen for them. But they can definitely finish 5th this season, because I think they've got the players for it. Real Madrid wins 6-3 against Granola, and Mohamed Salah scored 4 goals. Ronaldo scored 4 goals. He has now stepped up since the start of the year. I think he scored 17 goals in all competitions. To put in perspective, at the start of the season, he's only scored 5. So what does that tell you about Ronaldo? World Cup's coming up, I step up. The Ballon d'Or's coming up, I step up. Because the dude's an egomaniac. That's what he is. He just thinks, let's get into that season, let's get into the crunch time season. We're the Champions League, all the medals is being put out, so I need to step my game up. Start of the season, he doesn't do it. I don't know if it's because of injuries or just for the fact he's an idiot. The fact he's just a very, very cocky guy. But he stepped up. Ronaldo scored 4 in this game. Also, I thought Modric had a really good game. Granola were hard done by Sturami scored 2 goals and made 2 very good heading goals. But Granola just didn't do a defensive job really. But Ronaldo, and if it wasn't for Ronaldo, Real Madrid didn't win that game. So Ronaldo is single-handedly saving Real Madrid's season. He got for 3 goals against PSG, knocked them out. He's done it today against Granola. Without Ronaldo, are Real Madrid the best team? No, they're not even close, because they don't have a good team. I think Ronaldo are that team, as a bang average Real Madrid team, which needs major signings in the summer if they want to catch Atletico Madrid and Barcelona for the La Liga title. Valencia win 3-1, which did leapfrog off Real Madrid, but then they go back to 4 after Real Madrid's win. And Zaza, who's now scored, I think, 11 goals in La Liga this season, which is amazing to say. He didn't even score 1 goal for walking West Ham, which is unbelievable. But he's been a really good signing from Valencia since he's been there. He's been scoring goals, he's been creative. Also Rodrigo, he scored a goal in this game as well. He's been a fantastic signing for Valencia. He's been a really good player for Valencia in the past 2 to 3 seasons. And the last 18 months, his development has got better and better and better. So I'm going to see how hard he can do next season when he plays for Valencia, or maybe even go to another big club in the summer. There's very speculation that Atletico Madrid want him because they all know Griezmann's going to be sold. So they want him, or maybe even some other player from some big club. Son is being linked with Atletico Madrid as well. So we're going to see how that develops in the coming months. But a good win for Valencia, who I think will finish 4th this season comfortably in the Champions League places. And last game is a 6-point relegation dogfight between Las Palmas and Deportivo. Ended 1-1. Doesn't help both teams. I think both teams are going down, along with Malaga, because they're not good enough this season and they're struggling to score goals as well as stop conceding them. If you can't do that, you're going down. And since Clarence Davis took over the Deportivo job, I don't think he's won a match. That's not a really good stat. Really. Not really. But hey, maybe next season, Deportivo, you may have some good luck. Okay guys, let's look at the La Liga table, where Barcelona extend their lead to 75 points. To 75 points. Then Atletico Madrid, we know it's only 4 points ahead of Real Madrid. Not looking good for Real, not looking good for Atletico. There's Valencia are a point back. There's a massive gap back to Villarreal, Sevilla, Renault and Betis, who are only 4 points separated now for the Champions League spaces. Then it's Getafe and Celta Vigo around top 10. At the bottom it is Elbar, Leganés, Atletico Bilbao, Espanyol, Real Sociedad, Alves. You could say all of them are safe. Levante may need another win. Las Palmas, Deportivo and Malaga, I think, are the 3 teams that will get relegated from La Liga this season. Alright guys, let's see what happened this week in Serie A. And in Serie A, Juventus couldn't beat Spa. There's something in there for us to say. Spa, who got promoted from Serie B last season, who was trying to stay in the league, got a 0-0 draw against Juventus. And Juventus has had one of them days where they just tried. They just couldn't get the goal to win the game. Like they've done in the last 3 games to get the 1-0 wins. Didn't do it in this game, and they really sort of, maybe them 1-0s just, you need to, maybe them sort of playing bad football is starting to catch up with them, because they haven't been excellent this season, Juventus. They have usually just grind the result out like they always do. But for me, that is going to catch up on you, and I catch up today against Splat. Splat played excellent, and for me, that point may actually keep them in the league this season. Which means Napoli closed the gap from 5 points to 2 points with their win against Renault, their win versus Genoa, and the only guy who scored was Arbeloa, the centre back, who scored a really good header from a set piece. From a corner, so they just did enough in the end. Napoli, even though they had chance upon chance to win this game, more than one, they didn't really take their chances in the end. Dries Bergkamp just had one of those games you think, come on, Rigoli, just let the goal go in. But Genoa played excellent. They had a couple of chances as well, but in the end, Napoli just in the end did enough, and the gap is 2 points, and this title race is going down to the last game of the season, and who wins it literally is up for grabs. Roma, Inter and Lazio, who are the 3 teams trying to fight for the Champions League spaces. Starting off Roma, who are still 3rd after beating Crotone 2-0, caught the win for them. You expect them to win this game, hands down. Inter win 5-0, and Icardi joined Ronaldo and Salah, scored 4 goals in one game club. He was excellent, especially the second goal, where he single-handedly backheeled it, and I think even not paid the goalkeeper. That is just unbelievable fucking techers, or swaz techers, or whatever you want to fucking call it, because he's single-handedly been excellent, since he's pretty much what Harry Kane is for Spurs, is what Icardi is for Inter Milan. He's been so big for Inter Milan. His goals, the assists, every single time he plays, they just go up to another level, Inter. And it goes to show, what would Inter Milan have done this season if Icardi wasn't injured? They could have been fighting for the Serie A Scudetto race this season with Juventus and Napoli. But it just goes to show, one player cannot win you a title race. One player cannot win you a title. It's other than the team, and Inter Milan's team, for me, isn't good enough. But Icardi's been excellent. I think he's going to have a big club in the summer. If Lewandowski, reports are true that Lewandowski is going to Real Madrid, Bayern Munich have to get this guy. For me, he is the best striker in world football. Well, for me, one of the best strikers. He's definitely in the top 5 worst strikers in world football. His goals, his assists. If it wasn't for Immobile, he's my Serie A player this season. But because of Immobile, he's ripped the league apart, I have to go him. But Icardi's been electrifying this season, and a 5-0 win against Sampdoria was just the icing on the cake. And Lazio, speaking of Lazio, they drew 1-1 against Bologna. So that's sort of 2 points dropped in their fight for the Champions League places. Because right now, Inter Milan, I think, have now overtook them or something like that. And also, AC Milan, they got a really good win as well this weekend, and a 3-2 win, even though they was really going hammer and tongue. It could have been one way or the other. Chievo were 2-1 up, and even though Kessie missed a fucking penalty at the end. But Milan are sort of in there, because they're not playing Europe. They've now played one game a week. For Lazio, aren't they still in Europa League? AC Milan are, and Roma are still in Champions League. So it's going to be a really good end to the season for the Champions League places, because you can't rule out AC Milan because they are a really good run in Serie A. And yeah, we're going to be looking out to see what's going to happen for the Champions League and European spots this season. Alright guys, here's what the Serie A table looks like now. where Juventus are only 2 points ahead of Napoli. Then it's Roma, Inter Milan, then it's Lazio and AC Milan, who are only 4 points behind Lazio, who are only 5 points behind Inter and still have the Milan derby to play, so it's going to be a really good end to the season. Then it's Barca gap back to Atalanta, Sampdoria, Fiorentina and Torino at the bottom, Bologna, Udinese, Genoa, Cagliari, Sassuolo, Chievo, Spal, Crotone, Verona and Benevento, who were on the verge of winning a game but blew at the end and lost 2-0 and lost 2-1. Just goes to show you guys are rubbish this season. And they're only 2 defeats away from automatic relegation back to the Serie B. Alright guys, let's have a see what's happened in Ligue 1 this weekend. And big game in Ligue 1 was between Marseille and Lyon, 2 teams pretty much trying to fight for who's going to finish third in that last Champions League place, I'm going to say. And that went to Lyon, who massively upped their game in this game. They went further out of the competition by CSKA Moscow in Europa League, even though they're playing the final in their own stadium. So that's a big dent in their season. But if they finish third above Marseille, that's definitely an improvement for them. That's Champions League football, where they might actually keep Fekir and some other decent players they have in Lyon. But I thought Lyon were excellent. Marseille took the lead thanks to Rolando. He scored a really good header, but from Payet's free kick. He's finally done something for Marseille this season. Rami put a header onto him, and our his centre back teammate puts it in the net. It's a really nice goal, opened up made the goalkeeper. It's like a typical striker's finish. Marseille go back in the game from one of the players. I can never pronounce these players' names right, but he scored even though the first chance he had hit the post from down the save, but he stepped up and got the equaliser, and he was 1-1. Then Lyon took the lead thanks to I think his name is. He scored a really nice finish for 2-1. Then Marseille on the other end from Kostas Mitroglou came off the bench and got thought he could get the equaliser. But at the end, the last kick of the game, Memphis Depay steps up again. He did it against PSG where they won 2-1. He's done it in this game against Marseille. He loves scoring against Paris clubs, especially away from home. He was excellent since he came on. He looked lively, and he got the winner from a header. Marseille defenders should do better for me. But it's a massive win for Lyon because right now it's literally all to play for that last Champions League spot. I think Marseille look like to finish second this season, but right now it's between Marseille and Lyon who gets third, and it's going to be really intriguing to see who gets that Champions League place right now, because Lyon are in the Europa League and nothing to deal with right now. They just have to deal with the Ligue 1 fixtures. Marseille is still in the Europa League, so they have that to deal with along with the Champions League third spot. So it's going to be really tight who gets that last spot. PSG are now only 2 wins away from reclaiming their Ligue 1 title back from Monaco after their 2-1 win this week against Nice. Nice were 1-0 in this game, and you thought, okay, a big shock on the cards. Nice won their last season against Marseille when Di Maria got sent off. But Di Maria, for me, was superb in this game. He scored a goal, he made a goal, he was the best player on the pitch in this game, and for me, it goes to show Di Maria is a top talent when he does it on his day. When he's on his day, no one out there could beat him because he is a really superb player. But for me, PSG have to realise in the Champions League against Real Madrid, when you had to step up in that game, you didn't do it. Why you not do it? Because it's just, I don't know, because there's something wrong, I don't know. But a good win for PSG to not only be 2 wins away from reclaiming back their Ligue 1 crown. Monaco win 2-1 against Lille. Lille played well in this game, and for me, we're so close of getting a draw. It just lacks so much belief. We're in the relegation zone, you lack so much belief, thinking, oh come on man, just give us a break. But Monaco did enough in the end, and I think second this season with the players they've sold in the summer. That's a fantastic season for them, and for me, they've done well this season. Monaco looks like to finish second. And last game is Bordeaux against Rennes. 2 teams pretty much trying to find who's going to be the best of the rest in France behind the top 4. And for me, it looks like to be Rennes, who have had a really good season. They had a riffy start to the season, but right now they're starting to build momentum. Bordeaux preferred Malcolm, it's just off the same team. And Gus Poyet came in there and, got them a couple of wins, but right now it's the wheels are starting to spin and it's not looking good for them. So they need to pick up some results from the season just to make sure Gus Poyet may even keep the job next season. But it doesn't look like he is. There's very reports saying that Bordeaux are trying to just give Gus Poyet to the end of the season and then another manager will come in. There's very speculation. It could be Unai Emery, who's going to definitely get the sack from Paris Saint-Germain, because PSG want Diego Simeone to be their manager, but then Diego Simeone wants to go into that. Well, it's that sort of season, silly season where everybody's going places. But Bordeaux need to pick some points up as soon as possible. Rennes are now the 5th. Look at the Ligue 1 table where PSG top 83 points. There's Monaco, Marseille, who are now only a point, actually only 2 points ahead of Lyon, which is going to be a really intriguing end to the Ligue 1 season. Then it's Rennes who move up to 5th, only a point ahead of Nantes. Nantes, who are only 2 points ahead of Montpellier. Then it's Nice and Saint-Étienne, who now, with their win, look like to be safe for another season. Dijon, who are at the top 10. And above is Bordeaux, Angers, Cannes, Guingamp, Strasbourg, Amiens, Toulouse, Troyes, Lille, and Metz. That is your Ligue 1 table after 30 matches, maybe 31 including PSG, but they have a cup final next week, so that's the reason why they play a game more than the rest. So guys, that's the end of the Football Impact for this episode. I hope you guys have an amazing day and enjoy yourselves while you're at it. Please like, subscribe, the Natural is out.